Welcome back to Horror History, the podcast where we journey through the darkest, most fascinating corners of human history. I'm your host, Vigilante, and today we're diving into one of the most infamous cases in American true crime history. It's a tale of glitz, glamour, and unspeakable horror, a story that begins in the shadow of Hollywood's golden age and ends with a mystery that has haunted the world for over 75 years. So, take a seat in the heart of post-war Los Angeles, where the city's bright lights couldn't mask its darkest secrets. This is Horror History, Season 1, Episode 15, The Black Dahlia, Hollywood's most infamous murder. On the morning of January 15th, 1947, a woman named Betty Bersinger was walking with her young daughter through a vacant lot in the Lambert Park neighborhood of Los Angeles. At first, Betty thought she saw a broken mannequin lying in the grass, but as she got closer, she realized it wasn't a mannequin at all. It was the body of a young woman. The body had been severed in two at the waist, drained of blood, and posed in a grotesque manner. There were lacerations on her face, creating a horrifying Glasgow smile. The brutality of the crime shocked the seasoned LAPD officers who arrived at the scene. Within hours, the victim was identified as Elizabeth Short, a 22-year-old aspiring actress from Massachusetts. Elizabeth had been missing for several days before her body was discovered. Elizabeth, nicknamed the Black Dahlia by the press, was a young woman chasing the Hollywood dream. She moved to Los Angeles with hopes of becoming a star, but struggled to find her big break. Friends described her as a friendly and ambitious, though she often exaggerated her life story to appear more glamorous. She wore striking black clothing and styled her hair to match the era's femme fatale aesthetic, which likely inspired her infamous nickname. However, Elizabeth's life was far from the glitz and glamour she desired. She often stayed with friends or acquaintances, living a transient lifestyle. Despite her struggles, she continued to pursue her dream, unaware of the dark fate that awaited her. The LAPD launched one of its largest investigations to date, but the case quickly spiraled into chaos. Over 150 suspects were questioned, including doctors, actors, and known criminals. The media played a significant role in sensationalizing the case. Newspapers dubbed Elizabeth the Black Dahlia, printing lurid and often inaccurate stories about her life and death. The press portrayed her as a more mysterious seductress, which not only misrepresented her, but also distracted from the investigation. One of the most chilling aspects of the case was the involvement of the killer. Shortly after the murder, the Los Angeles Examiner received a package containing Elizabeth's belongings, including her birth certificate and an address book. The items were carefully cleaned, suggesting the killer had taken great care in taunting the police. Despite numerous leads, the investigation hit dead ends, and no one was ever charged with Elizabeth's murder. Over the years, countless theories have emerged about who killed Elizabeth Short. Some of the most notable suspects include George Hoddle, a wealthy doctor with a dark past. Hoddle's name rose to prominence after his son, Steve Hoddle, accused him of the crime in his book, Black Dahlia Avenger. George had the medical expertise required to perform the precise cuts on Elizabeth's body. Next is Mark Hansen, a nightclub owner who knew Elizabeth and whose address book was among the items sent to the police. Last but not least, Leslie Dillon, a bellhop with a suspicious knowledge of the crime who was briefly detained but later released due to the lack of evidence. Other theories suggest the murder was the work of a serial killer or even part of a larger conspiracy involving corrupt police officers and Hollywood elites. The Black Dahlia case remains one of the most infamous unsolved murders in American history. It has inspired countless books, films, and television series, from The Black Dahlia by James Ellroy to appearances in shows like American Horror Story. The case also serves as a reminder of the darker side of Hollywood's golden age, a world where dreams could quickly turn into nightmares. For many, the Black Dahlia isn't just a murder mystery, it's a symbol of the era's moral decay. the exploitation of a young woman, and the sensationalism of the media. Elizabeth Short's story is one of ambition, tragedy, and unanswered questions. To this day, her name and her image are etched into the fabric of Hollywood lore, a haunting reminder of a life cut short. Until then, stay curious, stay cautious, and as always, stay safe. Peace.